guys, what's up? Oblivion here, coming at you with a quick duel video. I'm going to be using my Sea Lancer build that I've been working on lately. We're going to be going up against database error #0. Yeah, and he has a pretty big rating, higher than mine. I don't really play much rated on DN just because I find it to be really worthless. And here I'm actually trying the Light and Darkness build again because I feel like it's a very good build. I feel like the only back row problems this format is actually just vanities, and that's really about it. But that, that's really all I have to say. I'm just trying out the Light and Darkness dragons other than the Mobiuses. I want to see what ends up happening and all that type of stuff. So here we're gonna go and ditch the Poison Draw Frog to activate the Swap Frog. Let's see if the effect's fine, if there's Valor. But really it won't matter because we could just end up ditching the Sea Lancer and get another thing. But I guess we're not going to have a response from our player here in blue. Let's go and ditch the Rodent Totem. And I really want to maximize our deck thinning here. So we're just going to go and add these two back to the hand. And as well use Swap Frog's effect to add itself back to the hand. Alright, so I'm lagging a bit, and I don't understand why, but whatever. So we're gonna go, special summon out the Swap Frog. And again, just, we're actually gonna dump another, nah, that'd be ridiculous. I'm gonna drop a Duke Frog for the search for the Rodent Totem. Bounce back to hand, and just rinse and repeat here. This just allows me, yeah, I'm losing hand advantage, but I have a very strong hand at the moment, so nothing too ridiculous. So let's drop the other Poison Draw Frog. I feel like we have enough food for the Rodent Totem. Actually, a smart play would have done was to just drop another Rodent Totem into the grave, but oh wells. Let's banish this, get this out. And let's go ahead for a tribute of Lad. Alright, end phase here. And as you can see, we do deck thin the deck by a lot. His 36 to my 32, with 5 cards already engraved from the deck and 1 banished. And we do have a boss monster that could basically bring back the Swap Frog. But the issue with this is that I do lose hand advantage. So that's one reason why I kind of don't like the Light and Darkness Dragon anymore, because it kind of leaves me out as like, oh, like your opponent would look at it and be like, oh, it's just a Light and Darkness Dragon. All I have to do is, waste 4 cards, and that's it. And he has 1 card at hand. What's the possibility of this card being a good card? You understand? And this topic, in this like game, yeah, this card's a good card. But let's say it's, I don't know, an MST. If he gets over my Light and Darkness Dragon and I bring back my Swap Frog, what do I do from there? You understand? So it's that kind of mentality of Light and Darkness Dragon being a good or a bad card. So it looks like we're going to be playing some Nekroz. I believe that this card... Alright. Your opponent cannot activate cards in response to the activation of Nekroz spell cards. You cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. If this card is tributed by a card effect, you can target one of your banished Nekroz monsters, set dance process, add that target to your hand. Alright, so Nekroz is one of the hyped, decks for the format, for the next format, and it's understandable as to why. They're a very good deck. We're just gonna go and attack this. So Lad right now is at 1800, and this is going to be. You can discard this card, target 1 Nekroz monster you control. This turn it cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effect. You can discard 1 Nekroz target. Okay. Alright, so it goes down to 1300 and it gets destroyed. Lad. Because Lad does have to negate every card that activates on the field. Well, that activates in general. Effect. And I'm going to go and dump a... let's go and dump. Let's see what I want to dump here real quick. Alright, depending on the amount of frogs that I have. Alright, so I could go ahead and just dump a Tree 1 frog. Just to have it there in the grave. It's not that we really need it in the grave, it's just to have it in the grave. Alright, so we're gonna go main phase 2, special summon out the Rodent Totem by banishing the Poison Draw Frog. You usually want to get the poison draw frogs out of the deck ASAP, because it is just a very useless frog. At least with Dew Frog, you do get a Surge off, but with the poison draw frog, you know, it's not really going to be that good to have in your hand unless you have a swap frog in hand. Lancer effect. Let's go and activate it. You usually want to wait for the very last second, and you usually want to have a swap frog in your field before you activate Sea Lancer's effect. As you guys could see, I didn't just go and activated Sea Lancer's effect and I bounced back to swap frog. No, you usually want to wait. And the reason why I say this is because when you, let's say your opponent has a Veiler, you can bounce back the Sea Lancer back to your hand with swap frog's effect for a cost. And then you could go into a Gachi for next turn, and you could just kind of do that. So let's see. Let's look at our extra deck real quick. I could have actually, you know what? A smart play to would have done was to, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Oh man, but I kind of don't want to put my Kai's back. And that's the thing. Oh wells. I guess I'll just keep it like that. I'll put my swap frog back to my hand. I'm not really gonna focus too much on Gachi, because if anything, his monsters are, I believe they're big enough, 23, 25, but they could just bounce Gachi back to their hands. Alright, so Gugnir, during either player's turn, you can discard this card. This turn, you can't be destroyed by battle during either player's turn. Alright, so Bryonic. Alright, so you can discard this card, add one Nekroz monster from your deck to your hand. Alright, so this one, Bryonic adds from deck to hand. Gugnir, believe, just avoids destruction for that turn. Alright, and during each player's turn, yeah, you can discard this card. Alright, and now he's gonna go for the ritual, Exomer. This card can be used to resummon. You can also tribute monster from your hand or field, banish Nekroz monster. All his levels are total. You can only use the effect. If you control no monsters, you can banish both this and one Nekroz monster from the grid. Alright, so he controls a monster though, so he's gonna have to use a card from his hand or his field. You can activate. Blah blah blah. That's fine. Alright. And he's gonna go for a Trishula. Alright. Shirts. Alright, that's pretty OP. Alright, and this during either player's turn when the Nekroz monsters you control is targeted by a card or a card effect, you can discard this card and negate the activation. When this card is ritual summon, you can target and banish one card on your opponent's side of the field or hand. Wait, you can banish one card from your opponent's side of the field, hand, at random. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. It's fucking ridiculous. Alright. Draw. I'm just saying which what effects do I want to resolve first. So I'm going to go with the dupe and add let's add a Dew Frog back to the hand, and we get a double draw from the poison draw frog. Alright. You can, if you control no monsters, you can banish both this card and one Echo Spells from your deck to your hand. Alright. I'm thinking if I want to let that go through. Well, it's not like I could do anything about it, to be honest. Yeah, so I'll just take the 1600. It's no big deal. This player turn when you chose targeted by a card. This card is ridiculous, dude. Oh well. What are we gonna do about it? Alright, we can actually get over this card though with Darkness. But I kinda wanna go Herald. I could drop the Lad and just go for more negation. That's what I think I'm gonna end up doing. So here's another play you guys could do. You special summon out the swap frog or normal summon it, it doesn't matter. Gonna use its effect to dump another frog. Preferably if I have no other useless frog, I'm gonna dump. You know what? I'm still gonna dump the Rowan Tumbler. Alright, gonna special summon the Rotom, banishing the poison draw. Let's go and do that by banishing this. Yeah. Let's go and go for a Herald of Pure Light. We could beat over it using Dark Mist. It's no big deal, but I just kind of want the extra negations from the lad. Or we could even just get the Kai's and tribute it and just kind of beat over that. But I feel like Lightning Darkness would just be superior in this matchup. So we're gonna return the Battle Fader because I feel like we're not gonna have any more use to it. We're not gonna have any more use for it. Excuse me. Banish another Dewfrog. Let's banish the Poison Draw Frog. Banish. Let's get our Rotom. Alright, gonna bring this back to our hand. Tribute for 2, and let's get the lad. Alright. Now I bounced back to Swap Frog because I just wanted another discard fodder for Swap Frog if I ever needed to special summon again. And then have to normal summon and waste it. So we're gonna go and just beat over the Trishula. Now I wasn't playing when Trishula was limited at 1. I actually came to the format after that, which was in March 2012, I believe, where windups and Inzexers were rapid. Alright. So I feel okay. As you can see, the Poison Draw Frog and the Dewfrog netted me all the plus that they needed to net me if I ever top deck a Mother Grizzly, which I am just teching one of, and he just decided to scoop it up. And yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this duel. Hopefully you guys learned something as well. If you guys did learn something, or if you guys want some more in-depth duel videos, I'm trying to do everything in real time for you guys, so you guys can see my mentality behind it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think. And this has been Oblivion. Catch you guys later. Deuces.